Hello. I'm going to talk to you about the short documentary assignment. So in today's Schoology folder, which is week 5, Thursday, you're going to click on the assignment itself. And what it's going to ask you to do is either start by getting into a group with 1 or 2 or 3 other people, or you could also go on your own. And you're going to pick one of the 14 documentaries listed below. And so, example, here's number 1. We go down, and there's number 2. Okay, so in whether you're flying solo or with a partner, you're going to first choose your documentary, and then you are going to review it carefully and watch it scene by scene. Right. So once you pick the documentary you want to watch, and I kind of group them by amount of time it'll take. So the larger the group, so for instance, this is for group of 3 or 4, and this is about a 15-minute video. And we also have ones that are shorter. Groups of 1 or 2, this is about 6 minutes. And group 1 or 2, this is about 6.5 minutes. So the more people that are in your group, the longer the documentary you'll be working with. And so you're going to pick one of those 14. And then in week 5, Thursday, you're going to click on the short documentary group sign up. And you are going to put your name or your group name if you got multiple people, the name of the documentary you are watching, and then the documentary number, which is listed on the assignment sheet. So for instance, this one is number 1, going on down. This is number 2. So you're going to put the name, your names, and then the documentary number. And then you are going to start by watching this movie slowly and carefully and note what happens shot by shot. So for example, in today's Schoology folder, I've got an example that you can look at. So here's the shot-by-shot documentary example. And so what I did, and I'll show you a couple scenes from this documentary film, I went in kind of short segments. So the first, from 0 minutes, 0 seconds to 13 seconds, you're going to write what a description is going on in the shot. So for instance, shows stilted dancer in bright colors with dance music in the background, and then you're going to describe what is happening with the camera work. Camera swirls around, zooming in and out, making the image seem distorted and interesting. And then you go on to the next shot, which is a shot of the neighborhood at night from about 14 seconds to 16 seconds. Still shot, neighborhood streetlights and darkness. Then, shot 3 is as the sun is rising, and we see a shot of dancers. There's upbeat rhythmic music. Camera angles are pointing up at the dancers, emphasizing how high up they are, and uses special effects to emphasize the magical nature of what they're doing and make it look like a party. And then I did this with the next 2 scenes. So, quick example of what I'm talking about here. You will watch your documentary. You will watch your documentary and then go shot by shot. So here's the special effects, camera pointed up at the person on stilts. And then we have the title scene. And then we have the shot at neighborhood at dark. And then we have the sunrise, sun coming up. We have the dancers. We have the cameras pointing up. And we have the swirling camera sound effects. So you are going to do that for whichever film that you decide. Right after you, and if you're flying by yourself, just the film you decide, and if you're with partners, what you and your partners decide. And then you will click on the shot-by-shot blank documentary blank assignment, and you will do what I did in that previous one. So you will go kind of short segments. It doesn't need to, if there's a section that has 2 or 3 quick cuts and they're only 2 to 3 seconds each, you can kind of lump those into one. But you write down what is going on in the shot, what time of the documentary, so 0 seconds to 30 seconds, and then, as you can see it, a description of the camera work and angles, right? So this should take a little while. You should have to go kind of slowly because you're really kind of going through the movie point by point. And then, after you've done that, then on the documentary assignment itself, you'll continue to review your movie, and each movie has some specific questions, right? So each film has 4 questions that we are all going to answer, and these are related to the notes that we went over in class today. These Part 3 Film Studies notes are in Week 5 Thursday folder as well, so if you need to take a look at that to refresh your memory, you can certainly do that. So after you've written down the scenes and then gone through, you will answer these questions, and then each movie has its own both textual information that I want you to read and include, and then also questions to answer. Okay? And then after you've done that, lastly, The most important part of this presentation is explaining why the class should be interested in it. I want you to sell this movie, right? Try to get people excited to watch it and talk about things they will experience and why this would be something that they want to watch, right? And you're going to make a Google slide with the title of the film and try to make it look engaging and appealing. You want your students, you want your classmates to want to watch the movie. So tentatively, my goal is to present next Friday, which would be May 5th. Got the date wrong. Friday, May 5th. And if we need more time in class, we can have it as long as people are working. But I'm hopeful to start presenting a week from today, Friday, May 5th. So I'm at the U of M for CIS workshop today. So if you have any questions, you can email me. And otherwise, I will be back on Monday. Thanks.